Bees. Several beekeepers have already lost their hives because of the flooding. One beekeeper said bees can handle a range of weather, but not wet weather. However, if the hives survive this wet weather, they could be in for an above average amount of food this spring.
The amount of rain we have, we're going to have a massive bloom of wildflowers. Residential horticulture is going to just go over the top. This is going to be a plethora of food. This is their Thanksgiving in a big, big way.
As a result, he says the hives may swarm to new locations more often.
All right, well, we're learning about another troubling sign of climate change. New study shows that ocean temperatures hit their highest levels on record for the fourth straight year. The study from the Advances in Atmospheric Sciences found that the 5 hottest years for the world's oceans all happened in the past 6 years. It also said that oceans are a good indicator of the impact of climate change because they are less affected by seasonal changes and day-to-day weather cycles than air temperatures.
5:16, it's foggy, it's 48 degrees in the Dayton area.
All right, meteorologist Kirstie Zontini joining us now, and this is certainly a thing that's going to be affecting you. You know, whether you're getting out the door anytime soon, it's so patchy out there. You know, we've got some spots where it's clear and then some spots where it's really heavy, Kirstie.
Yeah, that's right. That's definitely going to be your biggest morning impact. Wouldn't be surprised if we get some school delays as well. Then today, you're going to have to drive through rain and pockets of heavy rain at times as we head late morning through lunchtime. Even this evening for the drive home, we'll still have rain showers to track. Later tonight, as we start to get cold enough, we will eventually transition over to some light snow, and we're going to see our temperatures finally drop back a little closer to normal. So quite a bit going on, and all of it will impact the roads. I think this morning is going to be challenging, and even later this evening. Also, keep in mind, the fog may improve a bit, but I don't think it's going to totally go away today. The rain just kind of helps to mix it out, but we will likely still have foggy conditions later tonight as well. Let's take a look live at our dense fog advisory. Pretty much everybody is a part of this advisory, and even areas in Greene County, I'm sure, still have some fog. Pick one. Now, this is a pretty high weather camera, but you can see we can barely even see the highway there. So, unfortunately, if you're north of I-70, those have also been some of our cameras where the fog has been the worst. We're at 43 degrees in Greenville, 48 in Dayton. A visibility map showing even in the Dayton area, it's about less than a half mile in Greenville, and then right about a half mile for Bellefontaine and Urbana. So as we mentioned, no matter where you're going to hit these pockets, and all of a sudden it'll drop visibility for us. As we head into the late morning, we have this cluster of rain and even a few rumbles of thunder. That's going to be lifting north throughout our early morning hours. So as we go from 8 till about lunchtime or so, we will have widespread rain that takes over. And then you'll have to drive, making sure that you are taking your time, because we could see some ponding on the roads when we're talking about rain that's heavy like this. As we go towards midday, we might briefly see a break. Then we start to see more showers filling in for the evening commute. And eventually later tonight, as we get cold enough, we have some spotty snow showers. Here's 6 a.m. Friday morning. They're pretty hit or miss, and they're not going to be heavy. But the rain we get today could be heavy. Anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch of rainfall is possible as we go throughout our Thursday. Snow potential a lot lower, less than an inch across the board. But still, we just want to monitor, obviously, having to drive in active snow showers or drive in active rain. It could always slow you down. We also have to contend with some gusty winds, anywhere from 30 to 35 miles per hour from noon until about 8 or 9 o'clock. Temperature-wise, we're just kind of hovering in the low 50s. So it is a warmer than normal day today. We don't see that cold air cutting in until our front passes tonight. And you can see our winds shift overnight and come from the northwest. That's going to bring the cold air in, and that will help to transition us over to some spotty snow showers. We'll be around 35 degrees then for your day tomorrow. Snow showers in the morning, then they kind of wind down during the day. And looking ahead to your weekend, it does look like a dry weekend at least, but man, it is going to be a cold start Saturday and Sunday when we're in the low 20s. Very brief cold air though, because we start to get back up into the 50s for our Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Let's check in with Jake Magnotta now. He has been monitoring your morning commute as well. Good morning, Jake.
Good morning again to you, Kirstie. Obviously a foggy Thursday morning commute. We had an accident actually just called out a few minutes back in the Clayton area. This is at the intersection of Old Salem Road and Salem Avenue. We did hear some scanner traffic that police said this was off into the ditch, and then it's affecting traffic in the area. So again, this is a little south of I-70 there in Clayton. Police are on the scene. Here's 70 at 675 in Clark County. Fog not as thick as what we're seeing on some of our other ODOT cameras, but right now travel times look good here. No accidents so far on the freeway. I'm Jake Magnotta, WHIO Team Traffic.
Jake, thank you. 520 now, 48 degrees.
The SCA is a deadly condition. It can strike almost always without warning.
We spoke with a state lawmaker who's introducing a new plan to require external defibrillators in Ohio schools.
We have a lot more questions than answers at this point.
Planes all across the country grounded for almost 2 hours yesterday. What the FAA is doing to figure out the source of the computer system failures.
It's almost Girl Scout cookie season. The new cookie available exclusively online.